Stop! Yo! Something tells me to kill him dead up in this piece. Angry frustrations I shall release, cause I'm about to let loose the beast. Ha! Hear ye, all you asshole MCs. It's time to throw a party for it's the doomsday. If your leader, Captain Ass Crack. If you want protection, play the rear. No man in this world I fear. My sound beats down for your protection. I advise you wear headgear. I spill the beans on Bruce Wayne, known as Batman. Ain't no crusader, just your average white man. Who me? I'm Black Man. More superhero than Letterman. I come equipped with joints like these to be the shit, removing the S to the back. And somehow I still make hits. Don't you ever around, I leave you stinking like the space between an asshole and clitoris on a 50 homeless woman. No, ain't that some shit? You bite too many styles, it's not hard to believe. Your captain's Alibaba and you, one of the 40 thieves, trying mocking, trying to reach my levels like peas when storm creates obese monstrous mechanisms like this. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. There is no competition. Competition is none. God bless the child who sparks it off like the sun. Ha! You don't understand. I be black man changing like a chameleon and worth every bit of 6 million. MC rotisserie, they call me the colonel. From spirit the six spice that brings about death, downfalls, and funerals. I do you stunt MCs like Knievel with my evil. Ask my lord, he broke the mold and made me the unbeatable. I am the shepherd when whining, bringing silence to the lambs. Clarice, with father beans and the nice candy, crumbling kingdoms that have the rulers resort to ruling shanties. Bringing Jerusalem in the twos, I'm Noah. In the ring, I do him Apollo Creed. Ivan drag off the Balboa, constricting rhymes around neck, stopping breath, foot on neck. He can't breathe, Pierre, bring on tombstones in soft soil. Be all you can be, it ain't much. Ask any GI, I'm the builder, gets them caught up in the clutch. There's no survivors when they fuck around with the do-or-diver. Oh my God, Miss Overzakin is the live wire. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because of no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. There is no competition. Competition is none. God bless the child who sparks it off like the sun. I clash like the Titan, took him harder than the Kraken. Stole by the head of Medusa. Beat this maneuver. Styles of grains of challenges like the industrial Hoover. I get them open like butt cheeks on a porno freak. Have them screaming something terrible like sorority grease. I be the greatest killer of all time. These mustache and about to leave him KO on couch longer than Rip Van Winkle. With a flash of furious tongue that clashes clay like Cassius Hinkle. I land on them seas like abandoned islands. Sending out SOS, some old shit you ain't heard before. Leave the fifth mark, you're soft as fur, man. I hit homers and run like OJ, spilling a Bronco on the highway. Boy, you lying MCs sure are dandy, so I cross-pollinate to make you daffy lying pussy. Willowing in a field of crabgrass ass rappers, tell them to run, oh my God. Here comes Kim Law. Go tell your mama.
This little old man, he wanna lick a tom-tom. He's got mad flavor, banana with a humby diggy he don't.
A genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I'm a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
women, but the most important goddesses were black. Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, Move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air.
Drink. 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 Drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Great day, family. Great day. This is Brother High Tim coming at you live with the Daily Toast. And remember to drink your water. We got to stay healthy, family. We got to move towards health. Now, one of the things that I had the opportunity to do yesterday was that some fresh stuff came out of the garden that the young people have created, man. And I was impressed. They had potatoes, beets, bell peppers, jalapenos, and they stacked me up. So, I did a raw test yesterday. You see, I'm back here taping it. You see the little gimbal back there. I'm back there taping right now for a vlog. It's a couple of days behind, but we do what we can. Now this is the beautiful thing about what's about to happen with this computer. Because at the same time that I'm doing my show, I can actually be recording in high quality. And I can take the uploads of the show uninterrupted, and I can upload them onto Gye-Nyame.media. So that the family can, those of you that want to be patient and you don't want to go through all this skipping, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's Spectrum. I don't know if it's me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, we doing 720 at 30 frames per second. This Gye-Nyame, you gotta check us out on Gye-Nyame Journey. You gotta check our blog out, right? Cause we do the build. We got the build video coming out. But the one that we got built right now on Wi-Fi, it does 1080p at 60 frames per second. So if it's not going to be able to handle this, it's definitely not going to be able to handle this down here. So let me put my finger, because y'all, because the thing, this down here, right? So to combat this, I think what we are going to do is, because it is somehow getting caught up on Spreaker, and I am going to contact the Spreaker people right now, because I don't know whether my bit rate is too low or I don't know, but something is going to have to change. So I am going to check the best settings for 1280, 720, and try to make sure that I'm able to get y'all back in tune, because I don't know what's going on. It don't make no sense to me. But hey, it don't have to make sense. We just have to find a way to make it happen. That's what we do here at Gye-Nyame Journey. But as a backup plan, I will be having uploads to our site at GNJ.media, and you can have your own uploads. You could do your own streaming on the site. You know what I'm saying? Family, we are about to really embark on something major. It's going to be our property. It's going to be ours. We're going to be able to work it as long as we're able to work it. You know what I'm saying? So you need to come and join us.
and build with us, tribe up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a tribe, come and join us. We treat you right. Treat you right. But anyway, family, this is, I still ain't got anime together. I'm going to get, I promise, I'm going to get anime back on her job. I'm going to get the explosion back on his job, but I want to make sure that you understand you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I'm your host, Brother Hatil, and of course you know this is the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. It's coming back. But anyway, let's go and do this toast. I want to open up these lines. Oh, this is that. I had those cola nuts up in here for a while. See if they have any effect. It could last me until, because we're gonna be able to pull out some for the toast a little bit sooner. Now, those that want the fresh, because we got those corks, I get that out probably to y'all probably around Imani, possibly Umoja. But those that want the flavor added and stuff like that, that's gonna take a little bit longer. And plus, I want to let it sit. And those that want the bottles, I'm gonna have to let the bottles. I'm talking about the brown bottles that y'all be seeing popping off in here. I'm gonna have to let those batches sit for maybe a week, because y'all see how lively they be on my show. You know what I'm saying? I can't have one of my people out there popping a cork. You know what I'm saying? And it don't, unless that's what you want. Unless you want to celebrate a celebratory pop, you could do that. But where we at? What else? Is there anything else I need to announce? Oh, no. Okay. All right, because I had to reset, so I need to put something up on the screen real quick. Hold on. Gotta go here. And so I want to make sure we could do our daily proverb. Our proverb for the day. There we go. Deep dot. One deep dot. Man, so now I see when you get these machines now, right? Microsoft want to force you to use their shit. I mean, I can't stand that. I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? Google is my choice. Now, be happy. I bought your device. I got your software. Why you want to harass me? Why you want to pick on me? Why you want to bother me? What I do to you? All right, and also I want to open up one more screen before we go on and pour. We want to go to our push bullet. There we go. All right, so now we ready. Let's go on with this toast. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Oh, toast screen. Where you at? Daily Toast. There we go. There we go. So, still freezing up and stuff. And like I said, this is not on my end. So I think my bit rate might be too low. So let's go and work on that. Because my keyframe intervals have never, ever, ever been this high. And they shouldn't be this high. I don't understand. And now my CPU is saying it's using up 55, but it says it's not dropping any frames. This don't make no sense. All right, but anyway. First, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that creator as we do here every day. We lift up our glass and remember our connection with that creator. Right? Remember the blessings that the creator has brought into our lives. And we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we go to my favorite part at least. I love toasting our ancestors. I raise my glass. I'm toasting our ancestors, and let's go as far as we can. Did my breathing this morning, man. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin the Tex, Anna Davis, Herm Brown, Singh, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittmanell, Nomo X, Pet Mount Ram, Malika Fakor, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ryan Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxor Brothers, Ms. Dita Brooks Crawley, Ms. Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Ms. Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Ms. Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melville Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburgh, B.D. Sell, Weller, Vita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keisha Reese, Linda Watson, Hammonds, Jarrell Giles, Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie E. Quells, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amitab Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Oh, I shouldn't have stopped. Fred Douglas Triggs Sr. I shouldn't have stopped. That was my fault, family. I had the momentum going, and I paused. Let's start at Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Senior, James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Don Amitab Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy M. Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, D. Monares, Gina Root Jones, Jana Callahan. We also have William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan. We have Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DePretis Hines, Dennis Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scatterberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Suanne Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Pookie, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diana Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Jean Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kim O'Brien, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Thelma Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno, Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Max Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Needy Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Town, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Ms. Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bed Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Lauren Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Mark Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Harold Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekhamah Ha Reed, Jr., John Reed, Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Alvin, Mansbury Cooper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Shirley Morgan, Sebo Evans McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have also Joella Giles, James Carswell. We have Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shell Jr., Damon Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sonny Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., the Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasonda Lynette Lewis, Anderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We also have Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Charlton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Jesse Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita, Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cope, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter. We got Mary Smith, Juanita Juanette, Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShawna Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry Jossa McKellop, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, and Eric Branson. We have, last but not least, we got Eric Winston. Family, family, family. We have done it again. We lift up our glass. We salute all of our ancestors as we continue on this adventure, as we continue on this journey, doing what we supposed to be doing. All right, family, from there we move to the present moment. We lift up our glass to the power in this moment, because in this moment, which is ours, it's your moment. What you doing with it? Huh? You building on it? Yeah, I know. Thank you. We lift up the glass. And in this moment, family, in this moment, I want you to recognize that today is Ujaama. I'm going to ask you as I do in a regular fashion. Today is Ujaama, and I want you to go out and seek Ujaama in your life. Your principles are out there. All you have to do is be bold enough to go out there, look for them, and find them. We have to start finding our principles, family. They are everywhere. They are operating. And as the energy grows, they're going to be operating more and more. And those of you that are able to catch on to it sooner is going to be able to take advantage of the principle and use the principle to its full force. This is why I ask you to turn on your reticular formation every day and seek it out, because it's out there. You got to seek it out like you're hunting for food, like your survival's at stake. You understand what I'm saying? All right, but hey, here we go. Ujaama means cooperative economics. For those that don't speak the language. And if you don't speak the language, you need to check us out at our free GNJecourse.com. Free GNJecourse.com. Let me go on and put that up there for you. Those that don't know. They don't know, right? Free GNJecourse.com. Join us on the site. Check us out. You know what I'm saying? Get the free e-course so that you could understand what we're talking about and why we do what we do. All right? So we got cooperative economics. The demonic principle is reciprocity. Gratitude is from the M7, where we teach young people on this day. Green is the color. Polarity is the hermetic law. Male name is Yao. Female name is Ya. We want to give all of the babies born on this day, we want to give all of the Ujaama babies a round of applause. Man, you deserve it. Take a bow. That's right. So now, family, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our news screen, go to our news scene. I'm going to do a little transition. Let's see what we're going to do today. Let's do the box. All right, so today, the proverb we are on, we're pulling from the book. I like that cover a whole lot. We're going to the proverb of the day. And if I remember, we did 21. No, we talked about the flame of blessedness, if I'm correct. The fire of blessedness. So we was on 122, so we going to 123. According to this book, that's page 55. So let me go on and open it up for you. I need to just put 50. Let me go to page 50. Let's see if it can do that. Whoa, it did it. But it ain't quite page 50. There we go. That's what we did yesterday. Here's where we are today. Also, so that you could go and see it in the PDF form, we got to work out the finger on this one. This is why I try to keep it on. So, but every now and then I gotta shut down the computer. Just keep the confusion down. There we go. We on 122. No, we on 123. So I hope they match. Let's see, 123. Ooh, this is a good one. All right, so for the proverb of the day, and we also got another one. We got 3 more to cover. The proverb for the day is Proverb 1. It's chapter 1, Proverb 23. True seekers of wisdom use a divine formula. Now listen, The divine equation of ever knocking and ever asking. Nothing is denied to those ever using the divine formula, an equation of proper knocking and proper asking, said the knowledge holders. I'll read that for you one more again. True seekers of wisdom use the divine formula, the divine equation of ever knocking and ever asking. Nothing is denied to those ever using the divine formula and equation of proper knocking and proper asking. All right? So in this book, you would be able to write it down, blah, blah, blah. But in this book, you wouldn't be able to write. But it just looked good. I think it looked good. Then you also go straight to our blog after you get done doing your thing. All right, let me find, because tonight I'm striving for a show tonight. And if I'm correct, we are on. Okay. Say the knowledge holders. There's truly no expanding without centering. I'll be able to pull these up on a book for you later on. There's truly no expanding without centering. A person is foolish not to contact the center, said the knowledge holders. Next one. There's no aligning without centering, said the knowledge holders. Messages cannot be sent without centering. And the last one. Centering opens others' eyes, said the knowledge holders. Centering is awakening. Centering opens other eyes. Not others, but other eyes, said the knowledge holders. Centering is awakening. Oh man, all right, cool. So we're gonna leave those there, and we will hopefully be able to talk about it tonight. So we lift up our glass at the present moment, and we say, I say from this present moment, we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We toast them up, we lift them up, we celebrate them in advance, and we say, I say. From their family, we move to all of our relations, and we lift up our glass, we say, I say. From all of our relations, we move to our selfish toast family. This is for you. What is it that you need right now to move into your power? What do you need right now in this moment? We lift up our glass for it, and we say, Ashe. From their family, we move to that selfish toast. It's time for us to get a little personal, right? My fault, we just did the selfish toast. Yeah, we just did the selfish toast. So we're going to toast it again, because obviously somebody was out there slipping, and you need something right now. So go ahead. What is it? Go ahead. It's up. Ashe. From their family, we're going to lift up our tribe. What's your tribe? Right? Lift up your tribe, right? Not your family. I'm just saying, but the family is part of the tribe. But your tribe, you know what I'm saying? What is your crew, right? The people you build with, you know what I'm saying? Because some of them could be in your family, but y'all still tribe. So we lift up the glass to our tribe, and my tribe is Gye-Nyame, so I'm lifting it up. And we say, Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, most marvelous, most beautiful, most uplifting, most inspiring, strongest, bravest individual in the room. Raise the glass. We say, Ashe. 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 Family, wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. So let me go and take a sip of this. Ooh, the cola nut came through. So I got to let it sit for, woo. Yeah. Got to let it sit for a while. All right. So last night, I had two interesting dreams. One was that I was instructed that we had to throw a camp because we couldn't get a campground, or we couldn't get actual, like, the cabins and stuff. So I needed to go on and get ready to organize a trip for a large party, for a large group of people, using the skills that I have been building on for the last few years. But the disturbing dream was this, because I can't remember which one came first, but they was like separate. But I was driving around town, and I seen a bunch of parachutes caught up in trees and dead bodies on the parachutes. And for some reason, I kept ignoring them. And something was telling me, you need to get to the crib. You need to get home. And by the time I finally decided to, because I'm like, I just blanked it out. I'm like, it's just parachutes. More parachutes came. This time with individuals with weapons. And it appeared that America was under siege. And there was no help from our military. Or maybe the military guy. I don't know. But however it went down, by the time I started headed to the crib, I couldn't get there because they had the enemy had established a fire line. Because some people was caught up in trees, and others was already have been shot. So I was trying to grab one of their weapons and stuff like that. But it went down there. And I'm sitting up here like, oh my God. Then my alarm clock go off. Time to get up. Like, damn. All right. But it is what it is, family. Now, so let's go to some news real quick. Lines are open. Black line is open. The black line is open. What is it that you want to talk about? The black line is open. Let me know what's on your mind. The black line. Maybe I might hire somebody to go sing me a black line song. You know what I'm saying? Call in. Express yourself. Share. You know what I'm saying? So our reach is slowly declining, but hell, shit is still better. It's like I said. So it said down 68%. We only reached 13,115 people. We got another celebration coming up. Ain't nothing but a thing. Post engagement 4,623. Wow. In the last 28 days. Down 28%. But page likes is at 0%. So it didn't grow. It didn't shrink. We at 39%. I mean, my whole team by now should know to check Facebook for you, especially in the morning. Check to make sure that Brother Hatim is not on and serving the people. Can you do that? That's not hard. That's not hard at all. That's not hard at all. I know it's not hard. Check and make sure Brother Hatim ain't on here serving the people. All right. We still got Dr. Reba up. 232 views. So I'm gonna have to come back and we're gonna take that down. CNN reports that 750 million genetically engineered mosquitoes approved to be released in Florida in 2021. Shit. As if we ain't got enough. So 750 million genetically engineered mosquitoes approved for release in Florida. What do you think about that shit? Right? I mean, I'm just like, okay, all right, what's the proof? What is it going to do? What's the proof? And you know what I'm saying? Because you have those people that do these type of experiments, they have to show how this is not going to destroy the environment. They let 750, that's 250 away from 1 billion. Hold on. What's up, man? I'm doing my show. What's going on?
What day does the school start?
Next week. I guess next the 26th, I think. Call the school, man. You just call who you need to call. How you doing? Peace. All right, it's good to hear from you. You need to be on my show. All right. Let's get it. So 750 million genetically engineered mosquitoes approved for release in Florida. I don't know what y'all think about that. Let's talk about it. All right, here we go. Columbus City Schools chief academic officer, also working for Philadelphia. So this is the scandal. I just thought I would post this one up, but it had an interesting line as I was reading through it that I wanted to show because I didn't know this, but So she the chief academic officer. She makes, chief academic officer. She comes from Pennsylvania, right? Chief academic. This is from This is by Megan Henry, Columbus Dispatch, and of course we have our subscription to Columbus Dispatch's Gye-Nyame Journey. Chief academic officer for Columbus City Schools has placed her on administrative leave after district officials learned she has apparently been working at the same time in a similar curriculum post for the Philadelphia School District for nearly 3 months. She makes $152,369 a year. Her name is Ocasio. Was hired as Deputy Director of Curriculum and Instruction for the School District of Philadelphia in May at a salary of $140,000. So now she's making $292,369. She came to Columbus from Pennsylvania, having spent much of her career there working in schools in the Philadelphia area, Lancaster, and Reading in Pennsylvania. Ocasio, who could not immediately be reached for comment Wednesday by the Dispatch, apparently did not resign from her Columbus job after taking the Philadelphia position. We have not received a resignation letter at the current time. Columbus City School spokesman Scott Wortman said in an email to the Dispatch, "All I can say is we're reviewing the situation and that she is currently on paid administrative leave." All right, but that ain't what I wanted y'all to see. The Philadelphia district did not return a request for comment. While employment lawyers, now I want y'all to think about this. While employment lawyers say it's likely not illegal for someone to work 2 jobs, doing so could violate an employment contract with an employer. Ocasio was employed as a full-time employee with a contract, Wortman said. So, question, was her work getting done? Is she good? Is she good enough possibly to work in Philadelphia and work here? These are some questions that have to be asked. Has she fallen behind? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because people are like, there's no way possible that you could work these two. In the time of Zoom, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. All right, but anyway, not justifying it, but I misread something, but it's cool. I'm sitting up here like, damn, 150, woo, they making bucks down there wow, $152,000? Man, my kids still ain't learning shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, kids ain't learning it. Ugh. All right, but I'm going to shut up. All right. Racist smashes neighbors' cars with hammers. I ain't going to show this video because it's just white women, y'all need to stop. Just stop. You know what I'm saying? Friend, grab your white friends and be like, tell white women to stop. They need to stop. I'm feeling a bit, well, not really. But it's just, this shit is embarrassing. It really is. You know what I'm saying? You call the police, you do shit. But for so long, they have been a protected class. We don't, but a lot of people want to jump right over that. No. They have not been protected. Oh, we have been so oppressed. Giving birth to these motherfuckers that oppress us and being their aunts and their big sisters and their daughters is hard. Being oppressed by a man that I gave birth to, that I'm married to, and then I inherit shit from, you don't know the pain. Fuck that. All right, let's move on. Listen, I mean, we really need to have some real. We need to have some real talk with these white women. Now part of the issue, because I did a talk last night on reparations, and one of the issues is we keep going back to what we can do. And family, in the reparations discussion, in the freedom struggle discussion, the subject of you waiting for anything never comes up, especially reparations. What we ask for is for people to have discussion and do some work for reparations. We're not telling you to stop your side hustle, especially if it's not illegal. We're saying that you should be industrious. We're saying that you should create. We're saying that you should seek opportunities and create opportunities for others. I have not heard one person, even the ones I disagree with, that say that you need to sit on your ass and wait for reparations. But what we do want you to do is to look at the possibility, or at least get your friends to look at the possibility, because if you're listening to this in some form or fashion, you kind of with it. If there is not a systematic process that has been launched against you, then you have to look at the fact that when a group as large as ours is experiencing this much failure, then we truly must not be shit. There is no way that we could just be having a streak of bad luck. So either something is working against us, or we are totally incompetent. And I know some of y'all like, well, I'm doing well, but shit, all of us we all got family members that are not. And we got some that we know that have more skill and more brains than we do right now. For some reason, they just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? The house is falling apart, and we look at them and we blame them and don't look at the fact that there's a possibility that they have been denied loans, or the loans interest rates were so high or too high, or that their credit card interest rate is higher, or that their car insurance payment is higher, or that there's a possibility that because they live in certain areas, they might have to pay a higher rent. The mortgage that they might have might be higher than it's supposed to be. You got all these little microaggressions coming against us. And yet, we still so cold with it. We still look in some ways, and it's kind of a psychosis, but you got to look at it and be like, that's some bold and brave shit. And we still look at ourselves and be like, I got to do better. Yes, let's do better. But at the same time, let's hold others responsible for their part in this bullshit. Our whole lives, our whole education system has been morphed around trying to become acceptable to white people. Our whole education system that we got our children involved with is trying to teach our children how to make white people comfortable. And white people is no offense, but your comfort should not be at the height of everybody else. We have to be willing to make people feel uncomfortable about their thoughts and how they deal with us. There need to be a tinge of fear, a tinge of a burning at their soul when they think some of the shit that they do, or they do some of the shit that they do. When you watch this video, she don't even give a shit. And this is the mind state that we're dealing with. And then they'll flip I mean, they're using mental Aikido and mental judo on us. And we've been falling for the same moves, but not no more. Not no more. We have we have my peer group, my age grade at this point in time that done watch the flips and watch the moves so many times now that we like, nah, you ain't getting me with that shit. Fuck that. I got some questions. And let me reverse that hold you got on me and put that shit on you and take you to the mat. It sort of remind me of the scene, because right now we are at a point right now, it's like the scene of the spook who sat by the door, where Freeman had to do the judo class, and they used him as the practice dummy. So, he was trying to be humble, but the white instructor was trying to show off and trying to make him look bad, trying to put him in his place. And finally, Freedom had enough. And he got up and he went through the moves and he started reversing everything that this man threw at him, eventually dislocating this dude's shoulder. Or my fault, his neck, I think. Well, anyway, the point is, he knew all the moves, and all of us know the moves. We know what's going on. But for some reason, we scared to execute the reverse. They got this move on us. Now we just gonna let them take us down this time. No. Reverse that shit. When they come in with their shit, you come in with yours. If that means, and you know what that means? That means you got to study. That means you got to know your history. And you got to know theirs in a sense, so that when they throw out falsities, you be like, man, you lying up. Listen, go on with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Go on with that shit. It's enough of it. Y'all, 400 years of comfort. That it's done. It's done. It's done. Now pay me my check. All right, add a donate button to your post to raise money for a nonprofit. We'll take care of the donate. Oh, sure you will. All right, I found out that this was a false story. And she did what she was supposed to do. But the idea still stands. Jeff Bezos here. Look at him, man. Look at Jeff here. Look at Jeff. You know what I'm saying? While owning stock is the single best way to get rich. Why did I put that on there? I ain't put that on there so that y'all could be motivated to go out and buy stock. I put this on here so that you could get an idea of the true. It's not even a wealth. It's not a gap. It's a valley, a chasm, a bottomless pit, a ocean crew. If it's a possibility that if we look at the wealth difference between white and black, that if we looked at the dip, the space between, you know what I'm saying, we might be able to put an ocean in there. This ain't no shit that you could just jump over. It's so bad that they got to send boats for your ass. And on top of that, if you rub them the wrong way, don't get on the boat. You ain't going to be allowed passage. You got to have that WAP mentality to get on that boat, I guess, right? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I know some of y'all. I know. You know what I'm saying? But really, I want y'all to really pay attention to who they allow to rise. All right? And then ask yourself this question: if you was running the world, wouldn't you do the same shit? I'm not letting my competition rise so that they could crush my child. Not if I could put stuff in place. I wanted to make sure y'all saw this. Columbus couple creates popular bandages line to match brown skin It's in the news. It's the Columbus Dispatch. You can read that yourself. I think that's it for the news for us today. Oh, calling on white America reparations for slavery is due. I don't know if I covered this, but this article is right here, so you're going to check it out. Also, Lloyd's of London. Before I leave, let me do this. Lloyd's of London responded to T.I. Let's go and check out what they say. The hell just happened? How I do that? Huh. Okay. Lloyd's of London responds. All right, let's go and check it out, and I'm out. Lines are open, 614-556-4535. But what I'm starting to figure out is that by the time y'all hear me throw it out, I'm already gone. All right, so let's go and look at it. This is an article in Forbes, and it's by Rashid Lambert, Forbes staff, Forbes, the Culture Contributor Group. On July 17th, hip-hop artist and entrepreneur T.I. penned an open letter to insurance marketplace Lloyd's of London. In the letter, the company, which played a role in 18th and 19th century transatlantic slave trade, he demanded reparations on behalf of the descendants of millions of Africans forced into slavery from the global exchange. Nearly a month later, Lloyd has responded. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's listen. John Neal has asked us to respond on his behalf. Business in the Lloyd market have operated for over 330 years. And there's so much to be proud of in our long collective history. However, there are aspects of the market's past about which we cannot feel pride, and this includes the fact that insurers in the Lloyd's market insured vessels that were involved in the 18th and 19th century slave trade. As representatives of today's Lloyd's market, we are deeply sorry for this. And this is Brother Hatem, man, even though we are living off of the wealth that was accumulated during that time, and business has been good, but those were the good old days, where a dollar was a dollar. We cannot, unfortunately, undo the past, but we would like to play an active role in trying to level the playing field for black and minority ethnic groups. Hold on. Here we go. Hear that double speak. Hold on. In today's world, now, family, I'm not opposed to helping, but we got to put our mask on first. The plane is going down. The plane is going down. Are you putting your mask on, or are you putting the mask on other minority and ethnic people? You're supposed to put your mask on, and once you get your mask on and it's secure, you can turn around and you can help everybody else. Now, they started the letter apologizing for slavery, which affected a certain group of people. But their solution is a solution that solves the problem, or supposedly solves the problem, for a large group of people. Where that shit work at? Uh-oh. Mama Margarita hit me up. Let me see what she say. Oh, okay. Where that work at? On 10 June, we announced an initial action plan that focuses on education, research, and significant funding for charities and other organizations that promote opportunity and inclusion for black and minority ethnic colleagues. I think that's it. Is that the word? So, on June 10th, hold on, let's go. June 10th, we announced an initial plan that focuses on education, research, and significant funding for charities and other organizations that promote opportunity and inclusion for black and minority colleagues. We're going to put that in paint. Soft as hell, right? I'm just saying. There is much more to do, and we will work with our cultural advisor group to determine our longer-term plans. So, what we need to look up right now is Lloyd's of London. What's the word? No, better yet, I'm gonna cut their words right out. Let's go. Their cultural advisory group. Now, Lloyd's of London is stationed in England. In England, in many ways, is the mother of fuckery. I'm just saying. All right, cultural advisory group for Lloyd's. Of London. Let's check this group out. Right? What does this mean for you? What does this mean for us? Because members of Lloyd's new cultural advisory group include, let's see. Members of Lloyd's new cultural advisory group includes mental health specialists. People aren't suffering because of mental health issues. But all right, let's go now. Hold on. Lloyd has announced the members of his new independent cultural advisory group, which has been set up as part of his action plan to drive long-term cultural changes in the new market. Lloyd started its cultural transformation program in March 2019, reaction to press reports of sexual harassment. Okay, hold on, stop. Membership includes leading experts with experiences of successful cultural transformation, including John Amachi, psychologist, okay, all right. Wait, Amachi, okay, all right. Dame Jane Ann Gadia and Debbie Ramsey. All right, let's look at this. Because I want y'all to see something, right? It started out an issue that T.I. was raising because they do the same thing in America. I just want y'all to watch. Watch. We're going to throw it up here. All right, let's see if we can look them up. John Amachi. No, that's not him. Is he about? No. OBE, Twitter, John Amachi. Let's go to pictures. Images. They got this dude. This is a basketball player. But that's not him. Well, let's go back. Maybe it is him. I don't know. Say John Amachi, a psychologist and CEO of so let's go and put that in there. Psychologist, CEO of APS. So you got to do stuff like this because what they'll get you on is they'll say they're going to make some changes, they're going to do some stuff, but then you start watching the tricks. Maybe this is him. John OBO, Amachi Performance. Hold on. Maybe it's him. Shut my mouth. Somebody else look it up. Somebody take some time. Membership includes leading experts with experience of successful cultural transformation, include John Amachi, psychologist and CEO of APS, Brian Dow, CEO of Mental Health UK, Dame Jane Angadia, CEO of Salesforce UKI, and Debbie Ramsey, Director of Good Corporation. The group will provide expert advice and robust challenge to help ensure the Lloyds is taking the right action to affect sustainable and measurable change. I would love to see the picture. Okay, here go the membership of Lloyd's Cultural Advisory Fellows. So let's go on and let's post this up. I'm going to post this up on our website. Let me see. Let me remember how to share this. I'm so used to doing it from the phone, family. Go to my Hootsuite. Bow. Are you? Y'all playing. Oh, y'all playing. Oh, y'all playing. Hootsuite. Who you about to get fired? You really about to be fired, Hootsuite. This shit is ridiculous. All right, here, let's just do this. Good grief. We're going to copy it. We'll go to our Facebook page. My Facebook page. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, Black Line is open. Nope, that's not Facebook. Let's go to Facebook. Now, I'm posting it up. So there's some people that might have some time during the day. I want you to look up the pictures of these people. I want you to look at the cultural team and see what type of team they put together. And then I want you to ask yourself this question. If the problem started with you, what gives you the right to pick the team? I'm just saying. That sort of sound like that shit with the police where they got internal investigations and shit. I'm just saying. You know, now create post. Write something. Damn, this whole thing done changed. There we go. All right, now I'm going to write something. Who created this group and what makes this a group of experts in dealing with black folk issues? Because this is Lloyd's of London, so they all the way over there. We ain't got nothing to do with all that. All right? But they're going to start running the same games on us. We're going to put money into research. You know, we're going to stall you out. They used to call it in the streets. They're going to spin you. Going to spin you off. Right? You know, come on, dog. I'm too old for the banana in the tailpipe. But let's go back and let's look at this list of members real quick. Here go the whole list. John Amachi. Go and see if you can find them for me. Sheila Cameron. Lloyd's Market Association. Global Chairman. Everybody in here has been vetted or is a CEO, which in many cases means that they have developed the skills to operate within the white world if they're not white themselves. In many cases, just because a motherfucker is tanned, because we got a lot of tanned white people walking around here. They might have been your cousin 15 years ago, but now you talking to them and they act like they don't know you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to leave y'all alone. Y'all go and enjoy y'all day. It's been a great time. I had a great time. Just wish somebody would call in. I just let Brother Hatim go. I go ham up in the place, man. You know, hey. But let me go on and I'm going to leave y'all like I found you.
I am am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare
I
myself
love this
a genius.
commercial.
I'm a genius.
Good book.
Whenever
Great
I
book.
am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times, I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history